Hello and welcome. So I am going to take a look at the Times quick cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Friday the 15th of August 2025, and today's setter is Teazel. So another one of the regular setters, get a couple of puzzles a month from them. This is number 16 for the year. So far this year I've got 12 solves and 3 fails. Teazel's definitely one of the slightly harder setters. I'm just behind on my, just slightly slower than my average. I mean, most of the puzzles are coming around in at 14 to 17 minutes. There's a couple of sub-10s, which are definitely the fastest I ever did Teazel this year. And then there's a couple up at 26 and 31 minutes. And I'm more inclined to think those slower times. And today's Friday, so not sure. Not sure, it could be a toughie. Let's reset the timer and crack on. Huge local inn manufactured mind. So it's an anagram. Huge local inn, mind altering substance. Not sure what that'll be. These Europeans couldn't be further apart. Or be Poles, I guess. Shakes audibly and chatters not quietly. Chatters without a P or a shush on there. Shakes audibly. Shivers. Study exquisite pen. Study is den or con. Pen. Nothing in urge to reform villain. Nothing in urge to reform. Is that? It's not a hidden word. Nothing in urge. Oh, maybe it's no urge with an O in it. Can't see what that is. If it is, Dr. Dread beginning to rub part of chest. Just hang around with dread with an R. Breast or sternum, pec. Maybe it's the lid of a chest or something. Clever bishop, such a reverend. My word. Bishop B. Clever, brainy, such a reverend. Such B, something A R. Charged by A. Is that a hotel? By A Spanish. No, A Spanish. Oh gosh. Don't tell me I need to know what Spanish for A is. L. Loss. Resort. Tell stories about a steamship for girls from Glasgow. Tell stories is to lie. About A. Steamship. Could be steamship is SS. Girls from lassies, isn't it? I think. Yeah. Lies with an ASS. Misgiving about extremely large jacket. Well, extremely large BLE. Misgiving. Jacket is a Kagul. Don't think so. Quantity of paper covering large field of. Is it a realm? Covering large. Realm. Again found communist is being again found. It's not a word. Communist red. So it's maybe this is being screened. I don't know. Let's have a quick look at that one there. Upset crime scene extends across house. Upset crime scene. Is that SEM? Semi. There we are. That's just a hidden word. Right. Let's go to the downs because I need the downs. Short set of maps is an atlas. Atlanta, welcoming water. Okay, Atlanta. Yep. Not so much about feeble music. Is that Les Miserables? That can't be Les Miserables, is that? About feeble. Why is that? Feeble, miser. Not so much as less. Miserable. Much about feeble, miserable. Okay. Restricted where mangy dog sleeps. No idea what to do that on at the moment. Could be an anagram. Character to do duty again in wildlife sanctuary. Character to do duty. Wildlife sanctuary is a safari park. Give this safari. Character. What's character to do duty? Again. Resort. Resorts. Safari resorts? No. Is it safari? I'll leave that like that for now, but I'm not convinced about it. Wildlife sanctuary. Nature reserve, maybe? Let's go nature reserve. That looks right. Reserve. Why is that nature reserve? Character to do duty again. Reserve. Nature is your character. Yep. Camp originally ghastly, useless looking after guests. Camp originally ghastly, useless looking after guests. Gulag, lovely. Nice acrostic there. Most inquisitive, having no afternoon rest. Almost. No afternoon rest. That's going to be siesta, isn't it? How's that fit? Siesta fits like that. Afternoon rest, having no afternoon rest. Almost. You thought most inquisitive would be an EST. What's this? Rogue? Yeah, nothing. Yeah, they're rogue. It is an anagram of urge with that in. This one now. Clever bishop. Such a reverend. Clever. Bright. Be right. Yep. Okay, so that's probably an est, isn't it? Gosh, they mark reported. They tiny mark. Spot reported in detailed plan. Why is that a spot if it is tiny mark? Hang on, reported suggests it's a sound like okay. Last month Dire playing Decider tiebreak, okay. Decider nice. Scout from Serious Expert. Grimace, I suppose. We had Surface yesterday, Grimace today. Hopelessly Drunk as Bachelor Bingo. Hopelessly Drunk is Blotto. Oh, be Lotto. What's this again? Again, found. Rediscovered, I suppose that'll be. Covered. Screened. Discovered. Yep. This is doublet. Double T. Extremely large jacket. Misgiving is a doubt. Yep. This comma charged by a Spanish. There's a charge. Spanish holiday is a. Ooh, what's that? Holiday area. This one, group of players in small courtyard. Oh, I haven't done that one. Quad and squad, which makes that a cost A. Okay. This one, Dr. Dread. What is that? Beginning to rub. Dread. Eat. 8. Traitor. Dr. Dr. Or is it an anagram of dread? Ah, no, it's. What's that? Deader? Part of chest. Beginning to rub. Trader. Dearer. Part of chest. I've got 2 D's, haven't I? 2 D's, which means it must be Drader, mustn't it? If that's such a word. I don't know, but could be Doctor. 8. Dread. 8. 8 at you. Traitor. Trader. Hard to know with that one. I'll leave that for a minute and come back to it and think. Study is con, isn't it? That must be a spec. Con. Exquisite. Con. Fine. Exquisite. Fine, yep. Shakes audibly. Rattles and chatters. Rattles. Not called rattles and prattles. Okay. This one, most inquisitive, is nosiest. Having no afternoon rest. Almost siesta. Yep, nosiest. What's this? Hope local inn. Mind altering substance will be huge local inn. Hallucinogen. Hallucin. Gen, I think. This one restricted where mangy. That's a curfew. Let's just leave this one. Am I going Drater or Data? Drater. Gonna go T. No. Let's go D then. No. Okay, what have I got wrong? Maybe my anagramming is rubbish. Oh, that's not curfew. Restricted. What? What's that one? That was Draper. Dr. Dread. Dr. Dr. Dread is to draw. Dread. Okay, cur. Restricted where mangy dog sleeps. Cur. Mangy dog is a cur. Sleeps is. That wasn't curfew. Curtail, I've just got to go back in and check that I couldn't do it. What's going on? Definitely not curfew. What's that? Mangy dog? Restricted. Curbed. Bed. Dull. That's silly of me. Right, 10:41. Yeah, good little puzzle there. I had great fears in that first pass where I had almost nothing in the clues. That was going to be slow. And then it all just opened up, even allowing for the fact I messed up. Right, let's go through there then. So yeah, Hugh, I think hallucinogen, I can't even say it now. Hallucinogen is an anagram of huge local inn. Manufactured is your anagram indicator. And a hallucinogen is a mind-altering substance. These Europeans, so people from Poland, are Poles. They're Europeans. They couldn't be further apart. Well, the old phrase "poles apart." Shakes audibly is rattles. Yeah, so you can't wait. Shake audibly, it's rattling. Chatters is prattles. But take the P for quietly off. So P for piano equals quietly in musical terms. Study is con. And exquisite is fine, and to confine someone is to pen them in. Nothing is the O, going into an anagram of urge. To reform is your anagram indicator, and a villain is a rogue. Doctor is DR, dread is or, dread and or. Not two words I never think of or as being a dread word, but fair enough, it is. You're in awe of something. Dread. Begin to rub is the R, and part of a chest is definitely a draw. That's easy if I'd spent longer on it. If I hadn't been rushing to try and get under 10 minutes again. Clever is bright. Bishop is B. And such a reverend, well, you say right reverend, A-double-R. Right reverend, right. Charge is cost. Beside letter A gives you the Spanish holiday resort of Costas. You've got the Costa Brava, the Costa Blanca. I think it means coast in Spanish. Tell stories is lies, L-I-E-S. Going about A in the clue, and then SS for steamship, which gives you lassies, which are girls from Glasgow. Fair enough. Colloquialism for Glasgow, I suppose. A misgiving is a doubt, going about extremely large. So the extremes large are the L and the E, which gives you a doublet, which is a jacket. Quantity of paper is a ream, covering L for large gives you a realm, which is a field of study. Again found communist is being screened. Again found is rediscovered. Communist is a red. Is in the clue, and being screened is covered. Yeah, boom. Easy. On the downs, let's just check and make sure I get all the downs. Okay, a short set of maps is an atlas, and we're going with ATL and then the A at the end, because it's welcoming a worker, which is an ant. And Atlanta is the capital of Georgia over in the United States. Not so much is less, so L-E-S and then the S at the end. Going about feeble, which is miserable. That was a feeble attempt, a miserable attempt at something, which gives you Les Miserables, which is the musical. Restricted is curbed, and a mangy dog's cur sleeps in a bed. We've got character. Your character could be your nature. To do duty again is to reserve, and a wildlife sanctuary could be a nature reserve. Gulag camp, fair enough. Originally, and that's an acrostic of ghastly, useless, looking after guests, which a gulag probably is. Most inquisitive is the nosiest, and then we've got having no is in the clue, and then afternoon rest almost is a siesta without the A. Tiny mark is a speck, which would be spelt with a K, so reported is your sound like indicate that therefore take the K off as such to make it sound like a detailed plan, which is a spec, which is short for specification. We jumped on down here, right. Last month is deck for December. Anagram of dire, playing is your anagram indicator, which gives you the decider, which is the tie break in a match. A scowl is a grimace from a serious expert, so a grim ace. You have to have had the surf ace, the person who's great on the internet. Hopelessly drunk is blotto, beef bachelor, and bingo, could sometimes called lotto. Group of players is a squad. In a small, S for small, and a courtyard is a quad. And upset is saying, right, house is a semi, as in a semi-detached. We've got a hidden word backwards across crime scene, so starting scene, going to set crime. Upset is telling you it's backwards because it's a down clue, and extend across is saying it's a hidden word. So there we go, 10:41, 2 errors. That's a rare to be wrong in two places. I did rush those last two, I just bunged in curfew because, well, it seemed like a word for restricted, to be honest. And I'm going through a phase where I'm actually just trying to be a bit more instinctive about these things. To get fast times, you have to be a bit instinctive, not think too much. I do pass a lot of them as I go, and that's quite a hard one to pass without thinking in places. Or dread being the other problem. Anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching.